I turned 1,000 naira into 90,000 naira on TikTok just with adverts. No, it's not juju, it's real life. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my experience with TikTok adverts when I just started. Let's jump right in. So this happened in March or April. And before the switch story, there was a source story. I started running TikTok adverts in November 2024 and I would always waste my money. I was using the wrong content, I was picking the wrong targeting, I was picking the wrong advert goal. The only thing that I got from that hat was followers. Nobody bought. November, December, nobody bought. January, one person bought, but it was not from the advert. At the time, I had switched off the advert. But because I feel like people are selling on TikTok, my home will not be hard. I'm gonna learn how to sell on this TikTok. I didn't give up. I went to learn more because at first, even before I started, I paid for classes. But they were not efficient. They did not even understand the whole thing. They were just doing bo. So I went to learn again. I called a couple of people, learned, made research, and I got something that worked for me. The first advert I would run after then, I was doing 1,000 naira daily budget, and I think I did the advert for 7 days at the time. And day two, someone sent a message, got an item worth 50,000 naira. Then this next day, he paid for another item, and altogether, the items he got was worth 91,000 naira. I would attach proof and screenshots here. That was like my first TikTok client from me running adverts. I was super happy and it made me know that this thing is possible. I'm going to share some of the few things I did that made the adverts perform. However, I know that after then, I'm not their mate. I have run TikTok adverts back to back that has given me results. In fact, to sell daily with TikTok adverts. Yeah. One of the things I did was I used a very good content that was speaking directly to the TikTok platform. Now, I was coming from Instagram. I was kind of using Instagram way of marketing to market on TikTok. Yeah, you could use the same way, but when you are running adverts, you have to tweak some things to suit people on the platform. So I tweaked my former content. I worked on my content, and that was the first thing I did. Yeah, the other secret things I did, I worked on my content. I added a very strong hook at the beginning of that content. Even for that particular video, I did not put any offer. There was nothing like a free delivery, though offers are good for adverts. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying I didn't put any offer like get free delivery, get discounts. The person paid in full. However, I made sure my hook was very catchy. I worked on my hooks. I worked on content. Another thing I did was I made sure the video was not too long. You know, like Instagram will tell you the advert you can run is like 60 seconds, 90 seconds. But TikTok, you can boost post on like a 2-minute video. But do not be carried away with that and now go and do adverts with like a 3-minute video. Except if you tell good stories, your storytelling skills is amazing and people who genuinely watch is going to shoot your advert in the leg. Do not use too long videos for adverts. Make it short, make it catchy, make it attention grabbing, straight to the point, make it clear. If you have an offer, anything you do, let it be clear. One of the things that contributed to the success of the advert and many other adverts I have run afterwards were my targeting, were my hard goal budget. In fact, any platform, budget is not the first thing to look at. Yeah, it's good to spend more, but if your content is bad, your targeting is bad, your goal is bad, if you like do $50 per day, you are going to waste your money. I know a lot of people focus on budget only. I'm not saying do not spend a lot of money on your adverts. Do if you have the money, but make sure you have good content. Make sure you have good hook. Make sure your offer is clear. Make sure every other things are well addressed, not just the budget. And that is why I'm sharing with you that even $1,000, $1, £1 as little as possible, you can start running TikTok advert that would give you results. Do not sleep on TikTok. Don't focus on Instagram only. Don't focus on Snap only. Spread your eggs. You know, I don't know, maybe you've experienced this or you've heard people experience it. People wake up on one platform and they have actually taken away their page. If you have other platforms, that will be like a backup for you. If you want to learn how to run TikTok adverts that will convert and give you daily sales and you'll be getting alerts like this you are seeing on the screen, I have a detailed course where I taught you everything I use for my advert to convert, the strategy that I used for this advert that I was spending 1,000 naira and it brought me just one client that bought something worth 90,000 naira, and many more strategies that I use I shared in that class. How to the best content, how to check your winning ads, how to turn off your advert, how to see your analytics. That class is loaded. It costs 35,000 naira, but presently there's a discount and you'll be able to get in for 25,000 naira. Send me a DM on Instagram, Deboraholuwaseunroselyn. Get in before I close the door and I slam the door on you. Okay? I cannot wait to see you win. Please like this video as it tells you saw that this is a very good content and it pushes it out to more people like you that needs to see this content. Thank you for your help. I really do appreciate it. Now, let me give you some genuine gist about TikTok people. I already told you I make money there. We sell there every day, right? But there's one thing about people on TikTok. They like pay on delivery. They will ask you for pay on delivery. One was telling us that the last two people she bought from, they did not deliver to her. And now if she buys from any other person and the person did not deliver, she's going to swear for the person. She will even do chat against the person. She's going to make sure the person's life does not remain the same. We're like, ma, don't threaten us. It's not compulsory you buy. If you don't trust us, please, you don't have to buy. Imagine someone coming to your DM and saying that if I buy from you and you don't deliver, I'll do jazz for you. You walk naked on the street. She didn't say that. But she was sending threats like she'll make sure the person's life does not remain the same. That's like the most tragic person I've met on TikTok. What am I saying? When you start selling on TikTok, people will ask you for pay on delivery. Oh, they do pay on delivery. But the good news, bad news first, the good news to cushion it. Just get them to save your number. This is one hack people would not give you. There are more hacks in my TikTok course that you can use in dealing with TikTok people. Get them to save your number. You need to save their number. Once they can see your status and you post good content, there was a part in my TikTok course where I was talking about content, content that will convert people. When it comes to TikTok, there's something like afterwards conversion. That means you have their number, they have yours, but they do not trust you enough to buy from them. You will not start posting content that will make them trust you. And they by themselves, they will come to your DM and say, yeah, give me a account number, I'm ready to buy now. There was one rush content I did. I'm talking about content because when it comes to selling on TikTok, content is one of the important things that you need. Your content is important. There was one Sunday we were going to church. I was ready, my husband was not ready. Don't ask me how. At times I get ready before my husband because people believe that it's the man that gets ready first. I was ready, but my husband was trying to iron his outfit. So I'm like, okay, don't let me just sit here. Let me make some videos and load them on our WhatsApp story, right? I have a business line, but Sundays I have access to that business line. If I want to check, I quickly did a video and say, oh, I'm ready for church. See how beautiful I am. If you are still asking me, are you a scam? If I catch you, though, if I pay you, will you deliver? See how fine I am. Do I look like somebody that will scam you of your money, of your hard-earned money? Look. Oh, you are very safe with us. What you say is what you get. We cannot scam you, okay? Send a DM and place your order. I did about 2 or 3 videos of those. See how beautiful I am. I loaded it on my story. I went to church. By the time I came back, three people that had been our DM from TikTok that did not pay. That they said, I didn't only pay on delivery. If it's not pay on delivery, I'll not do it. Me, I'm like, you don't do pay on delivery. Yeah, that's it. They asked for account number and they paid that same day. 3. That's one of the things you will learn in my course. If you like, John, if you like, they look at me. Valuable. Please like this video as it goes a long way in telling the algorithm this is a very good content and it pushes it out to more people like you that need to see this content. Thank you for your help. I do appreciate it. In case you don't want to join my paid course yet, in this video how to run TikTok advert, I share some things about running TikTok advert, the tutorial, the how-tos and everything that would help you to run adverts that convert into sales. Click here, watch and enjoy. Thank you for watching and I'll definitely see you in my next one. Bye. I love you so much. Bye.